Exactly 5 after 4. Good afternoon and welcome to the final whistle. My name is Manez. Welcome. The time that we have been waiting for has finally arrived. Wow, man, it feels good to be back on air. Music from Luther Vandross is saying, it all comes down to love. Mnanditi, it all comes down to radio. Welcome to Kit Ngesi Radio. We live on our Facebook page. You can do and check us out. Payana Ucho Gwenagendogba, where are you listening us from? And also you can interact and link up with us. We do have an interesting show coming for you today. There's a lot to talk about. It's all sports. We got introduced Kwindo Yogbana, abalandeli bebhola ekhatywayo going back to the field. So that's one of the talking points for a discussion here to yanamhlanje. So make sure that you do stick around because that is what we have in store for you. We are going to have two guests today. We're chatting to Tabo September, yeah. We're chatting with Tabo September, who is a former Supersport legend. He played for Supersport. Now he's currently with Iqela Eli Lisezansi Supersport Park with DSTV Premiership. We're going to be having a conversation with him that is on the top of the hour. He's going to be our legend for today. And which is Ngecala we are going to be linking up with Uput Masebe Qina. He's a football journalist. We're going to be talking about the preparations mhlambi that are put aside by Uhulumende way to Kai City. Our spectators can go back to Emabaleni to get vaccinated so that bakwazi ukubukela imidlalo. So that is what we have in store for you today. You can usikhangele park WhatsApp ku 065-970-2707. That is 065-970-2707. That is Keith Ngesi Radio on Facebook, and also on our socials. You can look for us. You like the page ukwazi ndoba ukwazi ukuqhagamshelana nathi. We are live. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching from our Facebook page. We can also see abantu who are coming through on our Facebook page. Ucho wena ndoba usumamele ukwipina ikona. This is the final whistle with Manez on KNR. All right, we're just gonna take a quick break. Then Klasbuya sikujongeleke ndoba what are the stories making headlines on anything that has to do with the sports. We were watching Mapesa Satugasha yesterday. We were watching the FNB Wusu against CPUT. If you were watching, you probably knew what happened. You probably can understand what happened. Glow I was there. And we actually made a bet with the colleagues of mine here to say FNB Wusu is going to win. And they lost. It was a very tight game for them. I didn't have an opportunity to converse with the coach and sort of understand from him, because handling, from my perspective, it was very poor from FNB Wusu. They looked like they were trying to figure out uba yeyiphi on a ball game kanye bafuna uyidlala into today's game. So that is what we are also going to be talking about. We're going to give you the headlines of the previous matches. We have some interviews. Tiger Woods is back. Kwima Stars Ngogo is going to be aiming ukufumana the sixth green jacket. So we are going to be having that. Also we have sort of feelings zake as to how he wanted to play when he had a threatening tragic accident 24 months ago. So we're going to be also giving you an update on that. We're looking at the women cricket. Our ladies are back, and standing ovation from the South Africans when they came back. I mean, they came back. They didn't win the ICC Women's World Cup, but they did exceptionally well. So we're also looking into that. Boxing, Knock Music, and Casper Vest. Who's your money on? You can also give us your predictions on that one. Who's your money on between Casper Vest and Knock Music? I mean, it has been making rounds on social media. Everyone is talking about the fights. it's an interesting fight. I mean, it's on exactly at 9 p.m. Yeah, that's when these boys are going to be taking up the ring. So the legend on the second hour, as I introduced to you earlier on, that we're going to be chatting with Utabo September. Yeah, we're going to be having a conversation with him with regards to a segment here to that is very interesting. It's called Legends Checkup. We're gonna be checking it up kuye ke sibone into yokuba how far is he, what is he doing, and what can we expect from him, career yakhe ime njani up to this far. So we're gonna take a quick ad break, and then xa sibuya sikujongele ke into yokuba izinto zime njani na.
We're social. From the Check us out on Facebook. We've got you covered. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR on KNR.
All right, till exactly 11 after 4. Let's look into his Puma Zetu. Zaizolo. We'll kick things off with Varsity Shield, round 7. That is yesterday. Yeah, round 7. That is yesterday. FNP UFH Blues. That is the University of Forte. Won by 26 to nil. Bedlala ke bona ke ne DUT. Bebedlalela ke apha esisa Dukashe. It's a game before i-FNB wusu itheba kanti ke yabethwa yona ibethwa i-FNB CPUT ngamanqaku nje angamashumi amathathu ananye 31 kumanqaku nje amahlanu. Then FNB TUT Vikings 10 FNB Rhodes babe kwasifumanela ke a slender win with only 11 points. So now round 8 has been announced, but sizabuya ke with the fixtures as to say what is going on kweliyana ke icala lebhola yombhoxo when we are concerning into edibene ke ne Varsity Shield, Varsity Cup nayo siza kujongela into yokuba ime njani na on their side. Let's look into what happened kwimidlalo ye-UEFA Champions League. Let's kick things off with the Premier League. Ngolwesithathu umhla wesithathu wesithandathu ugxebe kwe-April i-Burnley ithebe kanti ke izibethela i-Everton ngamanqaku amathathu komabini. Ngomvulo i-4th ka-April itheba kanti ke iyabethwa i-Arsenal. Surprising loss for i-Arsenal. I mean, you can tell that izinto ziyazitshintsha in our football, especially foreign, even foreign and nalapha kuthi domestically ziyazitshintsha izinto ezidibene nesport. I mean, who would have thought that i-Arsenal ingabethwa i-Crystal Palace ngamanqaku amathathu kwelingekhoyo, but ke that is what happened. And then on the 3rd, which is Sunday of April 2022, Tottenham Hotspur 5 Newcastle 1. Wow. Everton ke yona ke ithe yabethwa apho ibethwa i-West Ham ngamanqaku amabini kwelingekhoyo. Sikujongele ke into yokuba zime njani na emidlalweni. Today is the 9th, so eminye imidlalo ibiyimidlalo yayizolo, but ke there was only one game yesterday. Newcastle ke yona ke ibijongene no-Wolverhampton Wanderers. Lo mdlalo ke lo ubungentsimbi yethoba malanga. Then namhlanje Everton Manchester United, we're going to give you the results because the game has already started. And then Arsenal yona ijongene ne-Brighton and Hove, and then Southampton is going to take on, in fact the game has just started between Chelsea and Southampton. Watford will take on Leeds, and also that game has already kicked off. Aston Villa faces Tottenham Hotspur. All right, Mrs. Ngogu, 14 emveni kwentsimbi yesine. This is Keith Ngesi, Radio KNR, the name of the show, the final whistle with Manez. Give us your views. We're live on Facebook. What's your take on Spectators Buyelebaleni, and the vaccination process now has been made available kwizitadiums zaseMzantsi Afrika? Let's talk about that. Let's converse about that. I mean, there have been strict, or we can say stricter restrictions that were put aside by the government to say you are not going to go into the field if you're not vaccinated. You must produce negative COVID-19 tests. That is this amount of hours. I remember it was 72. That was the most common number that was given, 72 hours. So we're talking about that from your perspective. You go into the stadium, the guideline says you must be there 3 hours before, 3 hours before the kickoff, and also Njengoba Upayana 3 hours before the kickoff. You must make sure that after you get vaccinated, you are aware that um, you have to wait for examine for a period of 15 minutes. So that is after you have been vaccinated. So that is what we are talking about. Give us your views, man. 065 Gumane is behind the microphone. We're broadcasting live in our KNR studios. You can call us up utsho-ke wena into yokuba uthini na on what we are talking about. UEFA Champions League sikujongela iziphumo ngolwesithathu mhla wesithandathu ku-April. iChelsea ithi yabe kanti ke iyabethwa yi-Arsenal ngamanqaku amathathu kwelinye. Yabe kanti ke iBayern Munich nayo yabethwa yiVillarreal. To everyone who's into betting, you know, everyone was crying about a loss Bayern, saying, how can iBayern ibethwe iVillarreal? Isibethile loo nto thina abantu ababhetishayo, because now we lost imali zethu that we were hoping into yoba sizazifumana. On the 5th of April, iBenfica lost to Liverpool by 3-1. Manchester City, the citizens, won against Atletico Madrid. All right, masikuchongeleke the next fixtures for the UEFA Champions League. ngolwesibini imhla weshumi elinesibini ku-April, that is 12 ke leyo. Real Madrid will be taking up on Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game. I must say it's going to be a very tough game leyo. iBayern Munich wona ke izabe ijongene neVillarreal. We don't know what's going to turn out on this one after the previous results. ngolwesithathu i-13 ka-April, Atletico Madrid is going to be facing Manchester City, the citizens. This is what has been happening, especially when it comes to the foreign coaches coming into SA. There's always going to be that question: how long is this guy going to stay? How long is this guy going to spend time in our country? But one thing I want to know is, are we looking at their success when they are actually coaching in their native lands? They are doing exceptionally well. They are doing superbly well. Liverpool ke yona kizabe iqubisana neBenfica. That is Wednesday, the 13th of April. To everyone who's watching, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Keep your comments coming through. We're asking you, what's your take on spectators going to the field and getting a jab at the stadiums? The government has declared that asisekho ngoku kwimo yentlekelele. Yeah. So that's how it has been put by the government. Let's look into the CAF Champions League. But before we do that, let's just take a quick ad break.
You're listening to the sound. We are extraterrestrial. From the steppes of Africa, we've got you covered. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. Music at its best. On KNR.
Broadcasting from 6 to 8 Donald Street in the Donald Square building, Vincent, South Africa.
KNR.
All right. Welcome back. If you just joined us, you tuned into the final whistle with Manez right here on Kethngesi Radio, KNR, with Sidiketinage Aishishizi, and we're doing it according to you. We can't do it according to us. We do radio according to you. Let's go into the CAF Champions League fixtures. There's a draw that has been made. It's confirmed. Komhlaba to April, which is yesterday. We're gonna give you everything because this program is basically the recap of everything that has been going on in terms of our football and sports in general. So we're going to be covering everything that you want to know, anything that is there for you. That is what we are going to be giving you. So just make sure that you stick around for this interesting 2 hours because we're going to be together until Insimbi ESC two. Let's do like this. All right, let's go into the CAF Champions League. Izolo, Raja Casablanca, bijamelene ke yona ke ne Assatif, Assatif, yeah, ngomhla wesithathu yabethwa ke Assatif ngenxa kwelinye kwelingekhoyo. Masijongele ke into yokubana i-Al Ahly yona ithabe kanti ke iyaphumelela yona izibethela apho i-Al Hilal. Sikujongele ke ngolwesibini umgqibelo i-2nd ka-April 2022 Wydad Athletic Club ithabe kanti ke yaphumelela yona ngamanqaku amahlanu kwelinye ibetha iPetro di Luanda. Masikujongele ke ngaphaya i-Esperance yona ithi yaba kanti ke iyaphumelela ngamanqaku amabini kwelinye izibethela ke i-CR Bezuidet. Masikujongele ngaphaya eminye ke imidlalo uba imime njani nayo. Mamelodi Sundowns yomzantsi Afrika ithi yabe kanti ke izifumanela impumelelo izibethela i-R Emerick. Masikujongele ke ubuntu yokubana ke ngoku imidlalo elandelayo phaa kwi-CAF Champions League ime njani na. Interesting stuff for Mamelodi Sundowns in particular. I mean, when Ujingles left for Al Ahly, the Egyptian side, football spectators assumed or thought that it's the end of Mamelodi Sundowns. Akhondo izophinde ibekho after Ujingles has left Mamelodi Sundowns. But look at where he is now. And look at where Mamelodi Sundowns are. They're doing well, man. I mean, they are on the chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what all the from the states of Africa, we've got you covered.
All right, they're doing well when it comes to domestic league. They're on top of the log, and if you can check it, you can analyze football. You can say they are untouchable. It's going to be difficult for any club to climb okanye bayofikelela where Mamelodi Sundowns are. So I mean, kudos to them. Kudos to Upitso Musimane for that achievement because he instilled the winning mentality with Mamelodi Sundowns. If you can look at it, you can look at it in that way. Let's look into the domestic league now. Let's come to the Glad Africa Championship. Let's look into Iziphumo Zangole sithathu. I-Black Leopards thibe kanti ke iyaphumelela ngamanqaku amabini kwelingekhoyo izibethela iJomo Cosmos and University of Pretoria. Ama-Ducks athe abe kanti kona kayaphumelela ezibethela i-TS Sporting ngamanqaku amabini kwelinye kanti ke ngapha ePrincess Makoko Stadium uThongati luthe laba kanti ke nalo liyaphumelela ngamanqaku amabini kwelinye luzibethela i-Hungry Lions. Umdlalo kubuyizolo ibingumdlalo we-JDR Stars against uThongati. It was a very tight game. We know these two teams, they're very strong. I'm sure they went out for each other. Let's go into imidlalo yangolwesibini umhla weshumi elinesibini, the 12th of April 2022. Cape Town Stars izabe ijongene nePolokwane City Athlone Stadium. Kanti ke Thohoyandou Stadium kwavenda iVenda Football Academy izabe isamkela iCape Town Spurs. It's an away game for iCape Town Spurs ngaphaya eVenda eGlobal Park Stadium. iFree State Stars izabe ke yona ke ijongana nezenkosi iJomo Cosmos ngaphaya ke eGlobal Park again. Hungry Lions izabe ijongene nePretoria Colours. There's a boy epha kwePretoria Colours that is from a development Carlos Soccer Youth Development Academy. Very good. That boy is marvel to watch. Mbombela Stadium iTS Sporting izabe ijongene neLidoda Duva i-Black Leopards. Another talking point in Nedbank Cup. I mean, we had a lot of surprises there. I mean, we saw big teams getting eliminated by Amaqela Noko that are perceived as underdogs, if I can put it in that way. We saw the lights of Kaiser Chiefs being shown the door, and many teams. If you are a football lover, you follow football, because now I'm gonna give you the fixtures: Izolo, Super Sport, and Chakuma. And if you were watching the game, the outfits, the apparel that umqeqeshi weChakuma came into the pitch wearing ngeyamajoni. And he went on to explain that he was just experiencing new things. If you were watching the game, he said, no, 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 this is a different outfit that I have to try it out. And SuperSport United is in a stage where I can say there's a lot that is going wrong. We're gonna play a clip, Kaka Itano Tambo, after the game when he lost Sipombule. There's also a story that I have about him, as to why he's not part of the team, because he's been absent. He's been absent, and the chairperson has also confirmed that has gained weight, and they are probably working strategies to try and get him into shape and all that. Masbuza Nezongo, on the other hand, went on and said, if you want to watch football, check out Mamelodi Sundowns. That's another discussion that we're going to have just on top of the hour. Now, we are sitting on 27 minutes after 4. This is the final whistle on KNR with Manez. Our discussion for the first hour: what's your reaction on getting jabbed at the stadiums? That is what we are discussing on the first hour. You can give us a shout on WhatsApp 065 970 2707 065 970 2707. Okay, you can just drop a comment live on our Facebook, as we are live now. We're broadcasting to you. You can download our app on App Store, Kit Ngesi radio app, and then you can be able to listen to whatever that we are going to be serving you. All right, let's look into the fixtures of the Nedbank Cup. Izolo besitshilo ke sathi bethiwe SuperSport Matsatsansa Apitori, and then today, the 9th, Marumo Gallants are up against Baroka Bahachabampahlele. That is at Peter Mukaba Stadium. The game has already kicked off. Loftus Versfeld, Mamelodi Sundowns against Summerland Dynamos. Imagine that. I mean, someone might say it's going to be a walk in the park for Mamelodi Sundowns, looking at the stature of the club and the club that they are facing. Tomorrow, there's only one game on the 10th of April. It's Royal AM against University of Pretoria. It's a home game for Abafana Bagamam Kize. It's going to be at Chatsworth. Yeah, Chatsworth. Yeah, it's Chatsworth. Yeah, Chatsworth. All right, so let's look into what we have for you on this side. We're going into the PSL, but before we go to the fixtures, let's give you the results and the reactions from the coaches. Let's do it like this. Now, Swallows against Mamelodi Sundowns. Interesting game. Dobsonville Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns won by 4-2. Herikwala Stadium, Maritzburg United 0. Cape Town City 1. The Citizens picked up the most necessary win there. Another sad day at the office for Ernest Middendorp. And then Emirates Ellens Park, Sekukune against Orlando Pirates. Pirates won the game. Let's get the reaction of the coach. Let's get the reaction of the coach and get to hear what he had to say. Let's look into Paroka against Amazulu. Baroka lost by a goal to one. Let's look into what the coach had to say after the game. Very sad. Very sad. Let's listen to what the Baroka FC coach Toloko Tobejane had to say.
First half, we're supposed to maybe have two goals. Instead of a goal, it was instead of a penalty, it was a red card. The rest we missed the penalty. As I've said today, if our attackers will go out there to make it anything right,
Reactions from Kholoko Tobejane, head coach for Baroka FC, saying that it went from good from bad to worse because according to him, they were supposed to get a goal on the first stanza. All right, let's go into the Golden Arrows game against Stellenbosch. The Bafana Bestende babethiwe ke apho ngamanqaku amabini kwelingekhoyo. Let's try and see if we can get umqeqeshi ke weliqela Steve Barker, and just to get a feel of what he said after the game. This is what McDonald had to say after umdlalo wabo with Lamakwengwe ase Tekwini. This is what he had to say.
He had a good game. Wind, he said, I asked him now, he said no, he thought the ball was going out, but the player was clever. He brought it back, but you can't fault him on that. He had a good game after a long time on the sidelines. I think Kule won the game. We did not have much chances today, but we gave our all. In these conditions, it's not easy. In these conditions, it's not easy. It's very windy. They are used to it. I was chatting to the coach before the game. He asked me, I want to cope with this winner. No, you asked me also. So it was difficult, but I told you the mistake from one of our good players. And he had a good game. Wind, he said, I asked him now, he said no, he thought the ball was going out. The player was clever. He brought it back. You can't fault him on that. He had a good game. Long time on the sidelines. I think Kule won the game. We did not have much chances today, but we gave our all. In these conditions, it's not easy. In these conditions, it's not easy. It's very windy. They are used to it. I was chatting to the coach before the game. He asked me, I want to cope with this winner. No, even you asked me also. So it was difficult, but I told you that it's a mistake from one of our good players. And he had a good game. Wind, he said, I asked him now, he said no, he thought the ball was going out, but the player was clever. He brought it back, but you can't fault him on that. He had a good game after a long time on the sidelines. They won the game.
Right, reactions from umqeqeshi weqela leSekhukhune, McDonald Makuberi, that is after the game. You know, Playing key conditions that you're not used to contributes to the results at the end of the game. Contributes to the results at the end of the game. Let's look into imidlalo ke yangolwesibini, that is the 5th of April 2022. Yeah, Kaiser Chiefs nil, TS Galaxy nil. Supersport United one, cheaper one. Let's check the reaction from the coach Caetano Tembo and hear what he had to say, and also try to find out into yokubana uthini na umqeqeshi lona we-Supersport United uCaetano Tembo after the game. This is what he had to say.
I've seen from the boys. Heroes can have the 3 points. For me, I was very proud of the guys under difficult conditions to go out there and play the way they played. Very proud of them. Look, we had in control. We were very much in control of the game. First half, even second half. Only after the two incidents, but I thought we were very much in control of the game. Also, 2 men shot, we still had a chance. We could have got a last minute goal there from Gambani Lung. So I'm proud of the effort, the fighting spirit. After the performance I've seen from the boys, Heroes can have the 3 points. For me, I was very proud of the guys under difficult conditions to go out there and play the way they played. Very proud of them.
We are extraterrestrial. From the states of Africa, we've got you covered. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. We are extraterrestrial. Terrestrial. We are KNR. We are extraterrestrial. Terrestrial. We are KNR.
The legend, the late utata uJoe Mofela esithi Congo Shebeleza kumkhono phambi kwensimbi yesihlanu Kengesi Radio KNR. We're doing radio according to you. Ngumanez behind the microphone, the sport jack of the building. The final whistle is the name of the program. We're going to be together until insimbi yesithandathu. Who's your money on? Knock Music and Casper Nyovest. That's what is going to happen in Sun City in a space of less than 6 hours from now, because now sime nje kwimizuzu nje elishumi lesine phambi kwentsimbi yesihlanu. So sixoxela kubhuti Masebe qina sabe sincokola naye ke ngumbhali wezemidlalo kwelinye ke lephephandaba. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching us live phayana ke ku Facebook. Interact and link up with us ke nawe utsho into yokuba usimamele ukweyiphi na ikona, usimamele usenza ntoni na, what are you up to kule njikalanga yanamhlanje. We're talking about inantsika, the entire game or the entire fight phakathi kuka Nak Music and also Casper Nyavest. We're asking you, who's your money on between these two guys? They're going to be taking up on each other. You know, Casper bullied, if we can put it in that way, Umbetile Uslik Talk on the first fight. He won convincingly. Watokuba wamthi nge-100 thousand rand because ndikubethile mandisose ndikubhasela ngale mali. All right, we're still continuing with the results phaa kwi-DStv Premiership. Kaizer Chiefs zibethele iChippa United ngamanqaku amathathu kweli ngekhoyo. Masikhangele umqeqeshi ke weli qela uStuart Baxter into yokuba uthethe wathini na emveni kokuba amakhosi ethe azifumanela this convincing win against the Chile Boys.
70 to 90 minutes. They came back and we got an equaliser against us. I'd like to see it again, but we had a goal chalked off against us, which was a 100% mistake by the goalkeeper, and we get a goal. Well, so that takes character. You know, in the situation that we're in, where we're trying to go for the highest position we can, like I said, then that takes character, and they chalked it off. And we had a little spell after that was poor concentration, poor decision making, but we turned it around, and I think about last half hour we got it back, and our movement was good again, and we played a decent football.
There you have it. There you have it. Stuart Baxter esitsho ke sithi indlela abadlale ngayo noko they almost gave it to the Chile Boys. Some of the decision making zizinto ke azimentionayo. One of the most loved coach by management Yamakos. I mean, he's coming back for the second or the third or the fourth time. Who knows? I mean, but naturally, singacho city, if money warmth when Stewart is in the building. So let's look into imidlalo elandelayo DStv Premiership ngolwesibini umhla weshumi elinesibini Mamelodi Sundowns, the Loftus Versfeld. It's a home game for them. They will be taking upon Golden Arrows. It's an away game for amakhwenge kamama uManto Madlala. And then we look into Baraka Bamphahlele, Baroka FC they're going to be welcoming Orlando Pirates at Peter Mokaba Stadium. And then Marispec United, team of choice, they're going to be welcoming the Dube Birds. You'll never fly alone. Solos imidlalo ke ingentsimbi yesithathu le Mamelodi Sundowns bengecala emveni kwentsimbi yesixhenxe lo Orlando Pirates, then ibe intsimbi yesibhozo, yes, ibe intsimbi yesibhozo malanga umdlalo ke lona we-Swallows kunye Marispec United. Let's go into fixtures. Sunday, we have Amazulu, Hebe, Usutu. They're going to be taking on Marispec United ngentsimbi yesithathu qho enhloko malanga Sekhukhune baze kube bejongene ne-TS Galaxy, threatened by Izembe, if we can put it in that way. Lena into TS Galaxy, I mean, they have been dropping points. They have been consistently dropping points. Cape Town City, the Citizens are going to be welcoming Bafana Bagamamkize ngentsimbi yesihlanu malanga. That is Saturday, the 16th of April. And the Namakos are going to be welcoming Matsatsansa Apitori Kapha FNB Stadium. Let's look into ilog Mamelodi Sundowns sahlele incocho yini ye log Royal AM yalandela ke Sundowns ihleli ku 54 points, Royal AM na 43 points, Kaizer Chiefs 39 points, Cape Town City 39 points, Orlando Pirates 38 points, Stellenbosch kwindawo yesithandathu 36 points, AmaZulu kwindawo yesixhenxe 32 points. Another talking point, AmaZulu, they've released uPenny. Probably discussions over finances. We can round it off to that to say what could have been the reason ebangela into yokuba abe kanti ke AmaZulu ayamncama uPenny abe kanti uyamka kweli qela. After such a successful season, I mean, he finished second on the log. He finished second on the log, but they were brave enough to say goodbye, sir. Who's your money on between Casper and Knack Music? 065 970 2707. 065 970 065 970 2707. I'm a newbie in the building. Le number iyaziveza okanye iyandiveza kunumber 8 asivala top 8 SuperSport United 31 points, Golden Arrows number 9 bana 31 points nabo. Sekhukhune on the 10th position bakhona ke bahleli pha. Marumo Gallants on the 11th position bana 29 points. Maritzburg United iphake yona ke ku number 12 with 22 points, and then Chipa United they are sitting on the 13th position. And then we have TS Galaxy number 14, Solos FC ku number 15, and then Ibaroka isahleli park yona ke ku number Mgqutsu. Yeah, that's how we call it in Xhosa. Bahleli ku number last bana 17 points. Let's look at the top scorers. Peter Shalulile 18 points. Sepana Victor Letswalo, he's on fire, 14 points. Benovo Ivanga, he plays for Chipa. He plays for Chipa. He's there comfortably. He's there comfortably. Uivanga pha kwindawo yesithathu. Mduduzi Mdantsane, Cape Town City 8 points. Kube kanti nguKeegan Dole weKaizer Chiefs 7 points. Ashrid Breeze Stellenbosch kwindawo unamanqaku asixhenxe. Mxolisi Machupu Royal AM una 7 points. Luvuyo Memela Umemela 7 points. Ibe ngundaba ithethwa Ndlondlo Marumo Gallants 7 points. Ibe nguChibweke Ohizu uphake yena ke kwiSekhukhune una 7 goals, sorry. Ibe nguKhama una 6 goals. Yeah, that's one of the biggest or the highest earners, if we may put it in that way, pa bench yamakhosi. So our WhatsApp line is 065 9702707. Hit us up. What's your take? Who's your money on? Knack Music okanye Casper New Vest.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook. Active SC Radio.
This is what I have for you. I prepared something for you just to cross over to some of the most talking points in all the sporting codes that we have. But this is what I want us, or I want you to accompany me to the most talked about stories from the previous week. There's a very important interview that I want. I'm looking for it. Where is my things? Where is my interview? Where is my interview? I need to find it because now it's going to give us an idea of how it is for the coaches when they are taking all those punches about their decision making, about the players they bring into the game, about the substitution they make. Listen to this.
Are you serious? Why must not Luis play? Why must not Luis play? Why? Why when Hussein come in, you don't ask? Why when Hamdi comes, you don't ask? Why you ask about Luis? Who won the free? Who won the free kick? Who win the free kick? Where did we get the goal from? From Luis. Tamam, Luis is a player of Al Ahly and he will play. Luis will play here. The same opportunity as Hamdi, the same opportunity as Hussein. Everybody. And I substitute everybody. I substitute down whether you score or not. I substitute Sharif. I substitute Amshad. I substitute everybody. Come on. We don't have to start here. We have all equal good players. Thank you.
There you have it. There you have it. And he left. He left the press conference. That is Jingles, Pizzo Musimane. He was just responding roughly to the media. You know, we can be very necking at times, if that's the right word. You know, we can ask those questions because we want to prick you. We want to get that anger out of you as a coach, as a manager, as anyone. We want those questions. We're going to take a song and get Masebe Krina, and also just go into a discussion here. We're going to have him on the line and just converse about what is going on the discussion that we had. And then we go on top of the hour. We have Ubutabo September. He's our legend that we're going to be checking on today. So let's enjoy a song from the late Scatterlings of Africa. Kuchoge Ujoni Clegg. Imizuzu ngoku mibini phambi kwentsimbi yesihlanu. Masenze kuhlobo.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
At Keith and Casey Radio.
Masizi imizuzu bemihlanu. In fact siqo inhloko insimbi yesihlanu. Masikhangele ke but Masebe uba ukhona na emnxebeni. Mkhulu wami uyandivuka kulo cala. Sikhangela ubut Masebe Qhina into yokuba ukhona na on the line. We are going to be discussing into yokubuyiselwa kwabalandeli ebaleni. Mkhulu wami ukhona ukhona on the line? but Masebe uyandiva kwelo cala? Alright, masiphinde sikhangele ke sibone into yokuba senza njani na kweli cala sikwazi ukumfumana. Akavakali kweli cala lam, but yena ingathi uyandiva kweli lakhe icala.
You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR.
Now, let's try. Mr. Masebe, can you hear me on your side? You can, which is good. That is very good. But on my side, I cannot really get to hear in Ansika. I cannot take you to Abapulapuli. They cannot hear you, Kwela Cala. So I'm really struggling. Undo you transfer agele call and ipumele Kwela Cala. Let me try another alternative. Ndibone into yokuba ayikhona enye indlela esinokwenza ngayo on that side. All right. Let's do see indoba ithini na into yethu imizuzu ngoku masiyenze memibini emveni kwentsimbi yesihlanu. Who's your money on between uNac Music and also uCasper Vest? That is another discussion esifuna ke uncokola ngayo nawe leyo. Masikhangele ivenkile then sijonge into yokuba senza njani na ubheka phambili.
You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
At Kisangesi Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to the final whistle on Kid Ngesi Radio. Kenar with Manez. We're doing radio according to you. Apologies. Guest yet was Squaz 2. Kuqhagamshelana nayo emnxebeni. I believe it's us with a challenge on our side. But what or not, on Monday we're going to make sure that we bring everything that we have been promising you. Let's go into soccer or football. AFCON is the bigger picture. Those are the words athi abakani ke athethwa ngumqeqeshi weqela lamanina uMzantsi Afrika Banyana Banyana watsho ke athi ke they vowed to be starstruck when they meet in Netherlands ngomhla weshumi lesibini ku-April ngapha ke eCoquera Stadium in The Hague. Baza kube beyile ke phayana ithe ke yona i-Netherlands no selfies for the SA squad. You remember it was a talking point in the Yokbana. The reason why we lost against France is because our players did not go there to play. They go there to take pictures, to take selfies with the players, prominent stars from France, the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Ojero, and Paul Pogba, and the rest of the French squad. So that's basically one of his individual. South Africa is not serious if especially some of the South African coaches, the likes of General Spitzo Musimani, went on to say we need to instill a mentality ye football players, not abantu abayoba spectator on the same game. So lo mdlalo ke ngumdlalo wathi umqeqeshi weqela uDesiree Ellis uthi eyona nto ke sizayijonga apha eMzantsi Afrika uthi many people were not happy with the SA senior team behavior yabo started pyramidally ngapha ke eLille in France when they just focused on taking pictures with the players so ke eyona nto bazayijonga bona ngoku it's Africa Women Cup of Nations iAFCON izabe ibanjelwe ngapha ke eMorocco ngoJuly uthi that is what our eyes are set on. That is what we are focusing on. Thina sileqela lebanyana banyana ngumkhono mfethu kwetsimbi yesihlanu. We were supposed to be having our second discussion with uxolo September sorry uThabo September uTalax ungapha kwi-CAF we're going to have a conversation with Mr. Thabo September. Apologies to him have been sent. We are unable to contact him, Mr. Masebe Klina. Now we do apologize to you because you were actually hearing us on your side. Usiva kakuhle on your side. But we apologize for not being able to continue with the interview. Mniti explains Maluleka's lack of game time at Sundowns. Ipet luck has been given as one of the reasons for George's minimal game time at Sundowns. Maluleke, you remember, has gone through the pitch, a very rough patch, has gone through a rough patch. Sundowns. July 2020, he has been missing game time. He has been struggling to get into a team sheet yeqela. So utke umqeqeshi lona the more has been envisaged kweliqela ezibake ecacisa kanti ke i-Eastern Cape Boxing official to conduct courses in Finland. Exciting stuff for abaqhuquzeleli bamanqindi bephondo leMpuma Koloni. This is very exciting for them. We must say kudos to them. Congratulations. I had a conversation with Mr. Andile Mofu, who is currently who flew to Finland. I was having a conversation with him and working on scheduling an interview to conversate with him as to say what is going to boil down in Finland. He said to me, we cannot really conversate about it now because he's already there. He's going to be back in South Africa on Tuesday. That is 2 days from now. So that is when, on our Thursday edition, I believe I'm going to be having him in studio. Then we are going to be talking more as to say, he's going to break it down for us. He's going to be breaking it down for us to say what happened in Finland. What is it? Kanye Kanye Lena. le coaching course ibisenzeka. Ngiyakhumbula kuMofu into yokuba uza kuba leluhlwini labantu abasibhozo abathi ke bakanti ke bayatyunjwa yi-International Boxing Association, IBA, formerly known as AIBA. So interesting stuff for Mr. Mofu. I believe he's going to learn a lot. Uza kube ke a instructor from the continent. He is going to be the only instructor rather from a continent here to say Africa at the event, joining the likes of Poland, Estonia, England, Ukraine, Tajikistan, USA, and Canada. So we are represented as South Africa. We are represented as Africa. He's from Elita, near Ikon. So this is great stuff for him. I mean, he's in Finland, taking all those lessons. Ke phaya now Klopp qobela izandla ke unozindi weqela lentsika leqela eli bebedlala nalo iqela eli ziphitheni izinto zami zinilahleka nje kuthiwa kanti ke umqhobela izandla imanager lena ye-Liverpool Jurgen Klopp kuthiwa umqhobela izandla ke umqeqeshi we-Benfica, yes, Odysseus Vraskodimos umqhobela izandla sithi eliqela lasengilani ngelifaka amanqaku abaninzi if it was not for this goalkeeper. So he's saying he did exceptionally well kumdlalo wabo ke we-UEFA Champions League ububanjwe phaa ngolwesibini kumlenze kokuqala ke we-quarter finals lo nalapho ke iLiverpool ithi yaba kanti ke iqenqeza phambili ngamanqaku amathathu avela phaa kuKonate kunye noSadio Mane kunye ke naye lo mfana uLuis Diaz ngabo ngabathe bane kanti ke baza nalamanqaku eliqela le-Reds. Bathi ke umqeqeshi womamloti we-Kaizer Chiefs uStuart Baxter uthi unethemba lento yokubana baza kwamkelwa ngendlela ephucukileyo ngabalandeli bebhola ekhatywayo xa bebuyela emabaleni emveni kwesithuba esingangeminyaka emibini imidlalo ingekho okanye ke abalandeli bengakwazi ukungena emabaleni. So uthi uBaxter, it's going to be great stuff for abalandeli to go back to the field bayobukela ibhola enkulu eMzantsi Afrika, that is the game of football. Chiefs ke uyakhumbula uba lelona qela linothotho labalandeli apha eMzantsi Afrika. Impact yabo ke to the growth yabalandeli has been received and noticed by amaqela okanye amazwe amaninzi.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
Activist Radio.
That's where you can link up and interact with us.
You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR.
There you go, KNR. We're doing radio according to you. Let's check it. Utke unethemba lento yokubana noko bazawukwazi nokubancedisa bafumana amanye amanqaku nanjengokuba be-14 points, 12 points behind xebe iqela eli lenkqenkqeza phambili. SuperSport United coach Kaitano Tambo says, I don't want to talk about Sipombule. We're breaking down the biggest stories from the previous week, the entire week up until today. SuperSport United coach has refused to comment on the whereabouts of their want-away player Sipombule. We have been missing this guy on the field of play. I don't know if Mhlawumbi it is because of off the field arguments between him and the management. He's only 24. It's been noticeable i-absentia yakhe kwiqela eli lamatsatsansa. Uyakhumbula kaloku into yokubana isession yabo before the Nedbank Cup quarter final against Chakuma, he went missing. He was seen that he's not there, and now it's not a secret that he's not there. You remember in recent months, a few months ago, Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, they were reportedly mentioned as the clubs that have shown interest on getting a signing Yalomfana. And then Amachelenda bakaxelelwa into yokuba Umbule gained weight and he was in training in his bid to force the club to sell him to another club. So he's 24. These are the discussions we're going to have with Ikhotman Utaba September. If this is true, and it's a coincidence. He played for SuperSport. He's a legend for Matsatsansa Pitori. And now we're talking about the same club he played for. There's a boy, because Mdona 24 to him is a boy. He played there, and this boy is saying, no, look, according to these speculations, he's not going to the gym because he wants to gain weight so that the club can release him. I mean, Kaiser Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns, I believe those are the most um, flavored clubs in the PSL. Mbule had only played 6 minutes for Tambo's charges this year when he came in as a sub. Kumdlalo wabo ke abantu baphumelela ngamanqaku amabini kwelingekhoyo nge-5th ka-March against Usuthu. So another story on Sipumbule. Sundowns ke yona confirmed ke. In fact, the chairperson, Mr. Stan Matthews, confirmed that him suspended Sipumbule for being disrespectful. That's what they call it. You got suspended for being disrespectful. Kwiqela eli ke suspended by the club. The reports is Pumile on Thursday that he has a absenteeism yakhe on training. It's something that is just not sitting well kusihlalo weliqela. Kwi-training yabo ke isession yabo bise-Megawatt Park in Sunning Hill eJoburg ngolwesithathu for umdlalo wabo ngolwesihlanu, which is yesterday against Chakuma. He did not show up. And whereabouts zakhe, they were not known by his head coach. That's the go-to person when you want to talk about the player. When you want anything about the player, you talk to the coach. Coach, where's this guy? So if the coach is saying, I don't want to talk about this person, there has to be a problem. So that is what is going on in the world of your sports in terms of all the headlines and everything that we are talking about. We're going to take a song again, and then sibuye siqhubekeke phambili with everything that was going on kwizinto zemidlalo. Dakabo Mama remix teaming up with Ubuhle 24 after 5.
You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
Active Radio.
Kidngesi Radio, that's where you at. Imizuzu, 29 after 5. Ngumane is behind the microphone. The final whistle is the name of the program. We give you everything that is fresh and happening in the world of sports. You just joined us, 065 970 Who's your money on between Unak Music, Kunye, no Kespenyo Vest? I see people are watching on Facebook. Thank you so much for your support. Continue supporting us. We really appreciate it. Orlando Pirates Pizza Kukune to keep their runners up hopes alive. That's all they have. That's our next story. That is what we're going to be getting into now. Pirates have been struggling to get a win. Pirates have been struggling to get a win. So if there are things as injury, we gotta talk about it. We have to talk about stuff like this. Let's do this. Woo! Phulukana ke ne-penalty bebethi beyinikwa aba be-Pirates kwi-cup final. Bengeyonto ke enough bona konye ke we can say it did enough for them to beat Sekukune. They finally got a win out of that game. They finally got a win out of that game. Coach Yabo Mandla Ncikazi has called on his team to approach the remaining 7th league matches as a cup game to keep their hopes high of ukuzibekela indawo kwindawo okanye ke bagqibe besenkcochweni okanye be-close to the top of the log so that they can make indawo yabo into yoba bayakwazi ukuyodlala phaa kwi-CAF Champions League kwi-season le ilandelayo. Do you know what made things difficult for the Buccaneers when the game bethe penalty yakhe ithiyaba kanti ke ubuye naye unozinde weliqela ke uDlamini Special Ndlovu wabe kanti ke uyawiswa epenalty yabe kanti ke bayayifumana egilwa ngu-Edwin Jima owayesakudlalela iqela eli le-Orlando Pirates. Uthi ke uGavin Hunt, uSamir Nokovic wanted to leave when he joined Amakos. Former Kaizer Chiefs Gavin Hunt has confirmed speculations that striker AC Samir Nokovic wants out. Hunt, you remember, he spent a year with Amakosi. He spent a long season. FIFA transfer ban that hindered Amakosi from signing abadlali. So baphela ke behlala kwindawo yespozo kwilog. That is when they brought in Ernest Middendorp, and then he didn't do quite well. He did well. Let's fix that. Let me correct that. Ernest Middendorp did well for Kaizer Chiefs. He was on the top of the log for almost the entire season. He failed to win it though, and then Amakosi said, "That's it for you. Go." You remember Samir Nokovic ended the season 2019-2020 amongst the group of 5 players on 13 goals, 3 behind the top goal scorer, Kabadino Mwango, and also Peter Shalulile. Continuing with football, Lutke Kaizer Chiefs squad Baxter Zuma has learned from his mistakes and he's ready to play. Kaizer Chiefs fan favorite Dumisani Zuma has learned from his mistakes and is ready to combat if called upon. That's what the steward is telling us. We don't know. That's what he is telling us. That 26-year-old attacker, you remember, he's a midfielder. He almost jeopardized his promising career after he got on the wrong side of the law and into the Chiefs book when he was arrested for drunk driving in November last year. Chiefs suspended Zuma days after his arrest and a disciplinary hearing was held. The club later said Zuma was disciplined in line with the club's code of conduct and they would assist him in rehabilitating himself. So now, The Amakosi or the Pefeni Glamour Boys are saying this boy is ready to go back. No hearing has been set up yet for Amakosi. You remember, it 8K has been released as the 14th. So let's just confirm that it has been the 14th that has been released. Amakosi abeka Aiden McCarthy on the bench for umdlalo wabo last year. So that is why kusenzeka what is going on. Let's go into rugby now. Lions batke ngaphandle kuka Carlos said kumdlalo we-Sharks at Durban, it's going to be difficult for them to surface okanye ke and ke babeke i-dominance yabo. I-Lions uyakhumbula ke bazokube bengekho abadlali bafana noCarlo Study xa bethathana ne-Sharks kwi-United Rugby Championship kumdlalo ke onamhlanje ngaphaya ke Durban. Umkile ke uSadem eshibala with a rib injury in their win emveni kwe-Edinburgh kumdlalo weveke ephelileyo. Nalapho ke wathi wangena kwafaka nalapho ke iqela eli lathi lafaka iprop uJanet du Plessis through ke as a streetwise. Du Plessis brought in knowledge. He brought in knowledge, even though the conditions were very unfavorable for them. So we don't know which direction, okanye which structure or strategy the club are going to use into this game. Before we go into boxing, let's give you what and how you can interact with us. This is how you can link up with KNR.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR.
This is KNR. Radio.
We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what all the
From the states of Africa, we've got you covered.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
Radio.
There you have it. That's where you can link up and interact with us on Facebook. Kit Gessi Radio. Apologies for that. Let's go into the boxing news. We're sitting on 23 minutes before in Simbi Standard. Then on 6, I will be saying goodbye. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in into Facebook. We really appreciate it. We're still asking you though, who's your money on? Not music or Casper New Vest? WhatsApp line 065 970 2707 065 970 2707. Who's your money on between Nak Music and Casper New Vest? You watching us? Give us your views. Who's your money on between Nak Music and also Fana Lona or Casper New Vest? Who's your money on? Just give us your views. Give us your views. Give us your predictions. Let's look into boxing. Nonchinga to face Floss for vacant world title. Icelandic boxer scheduled to fight Mexican in July, with the venue still to be confirmed. The direction of Icelandic boxer Steven Nonchinga path towards a world title shot has become clear after Mexican Hector Flores was confirmed as his next opponent. Nonchinga was scheduled to challenge Felix Alvarado for the IBF flyweight title AUSA in December, but the fight was nipped into the bud when the US government introduced travel restrictions for the African continent due to the spike of the COVID-19 Omicron variant. Chilo ke sadinali ke ithuba lento yokuba abekanti ke ayanda kanye ke ziyanda intshatsheli apha kwiphondo okanye ke kwilizwe eli loMzantsi Afrika. Who's your money on? Nak Music or Casper your vest. The final whistle with Manez on KNR. We're doing radio according to you. Fuzile building for ring return in June. Duncan Village fighter Azinga, the golden boy, Fuzile, is working so hard. Looking fit and lean ahead of a lightweight assault. Kuthake sister sasethi anken sifocus yaso ngoku siku-junior okanye ke sipha ngoJune nalapho ke ethe management yakhe kodwa ke denied a fight okanye ke turned down a fight against Mexican boxer uMiguel Berchelt. Management yakhe said, man, we're not gonna entertain lena ke i-fight. Ukhumbula into yokuba the Golden Boy segqibela ukuyibona eringini ngoNovember nalapho ke he went down to a Japanese fighter uKenichi Ogawa kwi-vacant IBF junior lightweight clash ibanje ngapha yakhe Madison Square Garden eNew York eAmerica. Wawulapho ke lo umdlalo. This loss was his 17. Yeah, he lost. He came into the 17 bouts, having tested the first defeat to Echakdanistan, Russian Shavkat Rakimov. That was his home fight up again East London. That was in September 2019. Lots of talking point from that game, from that fight between Urakimov and also Azinga, I believe. Good interview that I had with him, he did tell me that there was just a lot of things that were off about the fight. Because he lost on the 8th, was it the 8th? Yes, on the 8th round. That is when he couldn't get up after England. There were a lot of speculations. Kusitwa Urakimov usebense a banned substance, which is smelling salt. That was, but from everything that was said up, zange kude kube khonto i-concrete ekuzwanayo to say no, this is what actually transpired into the game. So we're still yet to see. Maybe there is something Tetegayo with regards to that. We may never know. Maybe in years to come, we're gonna hear a different results to say good to Mhlambi, there's gonna be a rematch or whatever the result may be. All right, we're sitting on exactly 18 before 6. I'm looking for my horn. Where is it now? A lot of things that are just happening without my approval here, but worry not, I'm gonna be on top of it just right now. There, I got it. All right, so let's look into another boxing story. Nonina, my win come with a rating by the WBC. Bugiwe Anaconda Nonina takes a giant leap towards reclaiming her acceptance in the international boxing arena since she vacated the WBF bantamweight title in 2019 by challenging for the ABU belt tomorrow night. The 2016 and 2017 Female Boxer of the Year's manager Makosi Ngoza had made a huge inroads into a short time that Nonina was on the verge of challenging the IBF belt. Sadly, besides Ngoza's efforts in December 2019, no action came on Nonina's way. She bounced back last year and won both her fights under TLB Boxing Promotion, which will be in charge of the ABU Junior Lightweight title fight against Ferishi Mashwari from Tanzania. The 10-rounder will be part of the 5-bout card to be held at Sun City Super Bowl. That's where Nut Music and Kespenyo Vest will be battling. I don't know who's your money on. Let's go to Ipolaye Kagamba cricket. We 18 minutes left before Smeg, we're saying our goodbyes. This is KNR. We're doing radio according to you. The final whistle with Manez. We serve you nothing but the best of the sporting news. Let's go into Agamba. Proteas win the toss and opted to bet first. Good test. Good second test against Bangladesh. Proteas captain Dini Elgar won the toss and opted to bet in the asterisk deciding and second test match against Bangladesh at St. George's Park, Gqeberha, on Friday morning. That is yesterday. The Proteas have named an unchanged side. Yes, unchanged side. Kwiqela labo ke apho sibone ispinner Keshav Maharaj kunye no Simon Hammer, who were the stars of the show Kingsmith, that is Durban, where they tarnished ilizwe okanye ke iqela eli lase Bangladesh. Kumulu Maharaj kunye no Hammer claimed 14 out of 20 Bangladesh wickets at Kingsmith earlier this week. That is on Monday. That is where they did exceptionally well. This is the team. Dini Elgar, the captain, Sorrel Ewer, Ibengo Keegan Peterson, Temba Bavuma, Ryan Reckleton, Kai Verlin, wicket keeper Yetuleo, Nguvian Mulder, Keshav Maharaj, Spina, Simon Hammer, Lead William, Kunyeno Dwayne Olivia. Ilizwe ke lona ke langapha eBangladesh belibaleka noTamil Iqbal, Mark De La Salle, ibe nguMark De La Salle Joy, Najmal Hosea Shanto, Mononal Hakuk, captain ke iqela elase Bangladesh, Mashraf Farim, Litton Das, wicketkeeper, Yasser Ali, Mahdin Hassal, Taijal Islam, Khalid Ahmed, Kunyano Ekbadud, Hosiam. That is ke iqela lase Bangladesh. Kumkono Pamgazim yesterday to KNR. We're doing sports with Manes. The name of the program, the final whistle with Manes. We just doing the final rush now. The South African captain Dini Elgar says we did not use, or rather they did not use foul language against Bangladesh. Let me break it for you. This is what happened. As the Proteas were playing, they would use Afrikaans so that they can only understand each other. And I mean, we can, without any fear of a doubt, believe that Bangladesh guys cannot understand Afrikaans. So I think it was more of a way of saying this is how we can be on top of the game. Let's talk to each other with a language that we can understand each other. So they used Afrikaans. So now Dinaga goes on to defend the boys and say we didn't use any foul language against Bangladesh. You remember, they've toughened up their focus on the game. The battle lines were drawn before the start of the second test in Gqeberha. So they're saying, no, we didn't do none of that. We didn't do anything of that sort. All right. Australia to meet England in Sunday's final. Third time unluck. SA women hold hands high after the World Cup exit despite crushing semi-final defeat. Proteas captain Sun Luz believe her team had a great tournament. Three-time semi-finalists SA missed out on maiden final against captain Sue said at the time. She said, this is the best of the best. In the interview that I'm going to play for you now, he went on and said, the way they are feeling as the South African women, it feels like they won the World Cup. So England beat Proteas by 137 runs to set up a women's World Cup final against the heavyweights, the Aussies, the Australia. Utke, I don't think we had our best fielding performance today. I think we needed to be more clinical, and we were not. Wildcare dropped 5 times. Punished SA with 129 of 125 balls. That is superb. Which helped Ilizwe Elasengilane to impose a 293 for 8 ngapha ke Christchurch, Hungary. Oval. Let's get to hear and listen to what the captain had to say about this this loss. Let's just find out what the captain had to say after the departure. They were welcomed very warm in South Africa. I appreciated it. I loved it. When they just walked in at the airport, when they landed, you can just tell that they can feel it. They can understand that this is how much it means for us. This is how much it meant for us as a country to see them going up there representing us. Listen to this. No, not you. Not you. No, 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 no. Listen to this. This is what she has to say.
For coming out.
There you have it. As the captain of the Proteas women team, giving us a feel of how it's like for them to be back in South Africa and how they did it. And exciting stuff. Let's now conclude things off with rugby news. Thomas opt for mobility. Hachiva Daimani on the side of a scrum in their third beat to outflank Iqela Eli Leopards. The Stormers have named a starting pack with the accent on the mobility for their United Rugby Championship clash against Bulls on Cape Town on Saturday, which is today. They've really named some very interesting players. They've favored more subtle skills to make sure again. When number 8, Bamniga Evan Ross, njengokuba be-includes Dion Fourie, Velvet Wrecking Ball, number 8, Evan Ross bambizile ke naye kwiqela eli labo just before this game. Let's look into just before we say our goodbyes, we can remind you who's your money on between Knack Music and Casper Your Vest. Who's your money on? You're watching the final whistle. You tuned into the final whistle. Final whistle with Manez on Keith Ngesi Radio. We're doing radio according to you. Hashtag Aichishis. Yeah, that's how we say it. Okay, masijongile ngapha. All right, let's look into the Stormers team to play the Bulls. Dwan Flemse, Siabelo Senata, Ruan Nel, Ruckus Pretorius, Leon Zes, Manelek Bok, Herschel Yankees, Evan Roos, Gubegu Hashva Daimani, Dion Foray, Marvin Ore, Andre Smith, Nedling Foshe, Skaran Tubeni, which is a big boost for the team. Ugboya Koka, Skaran Tubeni. Stephen Kitchoff was going to be the captain of the side. All right, let's look into Gingo Kela Eli. Lonale. Okay, mas join up again in the by card cup ime Johnny na card cup again again immediately card cup is about 15th April 2022 sichokele ngapha ke Cape Town Stadium Western Province izabekubisana ne Toyota Free State Stars ngomkhono phambi kwensimbi yesihlanu i-Sigma Lions iza kube ijongene ne-Windhoek Drought Griquas just 1900, that is 7 o'clock par late nge-16th ngomgqibelo i-Sharks Chelsea Sharks iza kube iqubisana ne-Vodacom Bulls, a tough match in indeed kanti-ke omnye umdlalo uzabe uphange nge-6 kaMeyi ka-2022 kulapho ke kuzabe kuqubisana i-Free State, i-Toyota Free State izabe iqubisana ne-Lions. That is how things are standing. Let's look into the domestic cricket. Umdlalo ke we-15 lowo bubanjelwe ngaphaya look no Super Giants sizaba kanti ke zona ke ziyaphumelela sibetha iDelhi Capitals ke apho 154 for 4 kwi-19 overs esele ibe kanti ke igqithile. Ngolwesithathu u-one day cup ke lo domestic one day i-momentum multiple Lions zaba kanti ke naso ziqubisana ne-Imperial Lions. Lions ke zithe zaphumelela apho ngeweekend nje ezintathu. Masikujongele ngapha sibone ke into yokubana ithini na. Alright, asifikelele kuyivaleni inkqubo yethu yanamhlanje. Thank you so much, man, to everyone who tuned in. We appreciate it. We love you. We respect you. And continue taking care of yourself. Continue taking care of your family. We're going to meet when we're doing sports again. But before I say my goodbyes, I have something to show you. And I have something to play for you. Listen to this. Listen to this interview. We're going to do this every time before we say our goodbyes. Every time. Listen to this.
Why must not Luis play? Why must not Luis play? Why? Why when Hussein comes in, you don't ask? Why when Hamdi comes, you don't ask? Why you ask about Luis? Who won the free? Who won the free kick? Who win the free kick? Where did we get the goal from? From Luis. Come on, Luis is a player of Al-Ahly, and he will play. Luis will play? Yeah. The same opportunity as Hamdi, the same opportunity as Hussein. Everybody. And I substitute everybody. I substitute down, whether you score or not. I substitute Sharif. I substitute Ramshan. I substitute everybody. Come on. We don't have a star. We have all different good players.
There you have it. There you have it. Jiggles Pizzo Musimane, our favorite coach, taking up with the media. He doesn't take anything. You don't cut him a slack. He's going to give you what he thinks. Let's look into the English Premier League, English Champions League, rather. Brighton are losing. It's 90 minutes plus 7 minutes additional time. Forest are winning by 2-0. And then let's go to La Liga. Atletico behind with 1 goal against Mallorca. It's 83 minutes gone. And Brighton are leading again against Arsenal. Arsenal are behind by 2-1. Hey, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Let's look into the PSL and check just the fixtures for today so that we keep you up and glued into your couch. Let's keep you glued into your couch. We can only expect games on Tuesday for the PSL. Let's look into the Nedbank Cup just 3 minutes before the last hour. Mamelodi Sundowns are taking up on Summerfield Dynamos. That is coming up just after in 2 minutes time, so make sure that you check that out. From my side, Manez Hili, thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. This was my first show at KNR and I loved it. Thank you so much to everyone who came through from Facebook. Thank you so much to everyone who was listening on our app, wherever you were. I appreciate it. Good night and God bless. 2 minutes before 6. This is Radio According to You. Kidngesi Radio. Da Capo, Mama, Josiah Disciples. Good night.